The CFO draft, if you load into the Rift on 2 items, absolutely slaps. Where's the Annie, particularly if Zinza can make his way over, as a possible bot lane gank.
Junja on the way down. Guma, the stun, the immediate CC on the carrier. They know that he's not the one with cleanse. An easy first pickup for the side of CFO. One of them has cleanse, a difficult puzzle. As owner now ready to make the dive happen topside. Have to respect the zombie passive from Sion, but Driver in a tough spot here. Wind becomes lightning, a quick flash out, extra shielding, and Dorn forced to flash away. Owner should just finish the job, but now the tower's hitting him. He has to flash as well. T1 grab the kill, but maybe not the cleanest execution. If he is lurking in the darkness with Sion level 6 is lethal.
And what we do have is a good amount of vision being set up here in the jungle of T1 for what I imagine later on will be a heavy contest on that from CFO. Does mean that while Junja goes for that invade, T1 is able to get the first dragon of the game. I don't really think there is too much counterplay. Driver will be making his way over, and oh, Junja has ults. They might want to try and steal.
In, Owner on the way forward, but now manages to take it down, so it's going to cost his life. They get the Drake, but now it's all in from the side of CFO. Perfect gravity field. They're going to grab another one on top of it. Faker taken down, drops the bear. But in the blink of an eye, it goes from passive to insane aggression from the side of CFO.
That Junja won't be able to join or get backline access quite as easy as, oh boy.
Junja locked up, burst damage ready to go. Aegis assault, but Faker waits it out before throwing down his cooldowns. It might cost him though. Honku, ulti there, but Faker zooming out safety courtesy of the phase rush. Junja still living for an extra moment. Nice flash over the wall, but Owner ready to follow, as is Kaiwing. Going in for the 2v2. Owner a little bit tankier. Carrier ready to follow up. Jungle supports on both sides. Still standing. Q in. It's not quite enough damage, but the E over the wall. The Ray to finish it, which Carrier is real. The flash one is the right choice as Guma's lower and lower. Fights on multiple fronts. T1 losing so many kills.
On the flip side, we see Driver still fine when it comes to the item finishes. I think that time alone towards the top side, even the Doran got some plates and damage done towards the bottom half of the map's not going to be too set as Doran should be known this is coming. We see the pings come down, but I don't think he can hold there. Junja's in the area, has his ultimate available. I think he uses it.
Sundered Sky trying to clear the wave. It's a bit of a desperate game, but World Ender now coming out. Massive damage, but Doran lives for an extra second. Needs one more Sundered Sky proc. Gets the auto! He's still up! The outplay! Doran lives for far too long. Honku can't get it done. Doran, are you kidding me?
That's vintage Cracklord, baby! As Doran somehow lives through that. Push onto the turret, letting some CS go to waste. As we take another look, so T1 I think was very aware that this was happening. First Doran tries to clear the wave, not actually able to do so. The flash means that there isn't enough damage, and then right there, the heal from Sundered Sky, as well as the fact that right afterwards he gets the heal. Junja starting up Herald. T1 clearly do want to contest. Sums available for almost everyone, not for Guma, not for Doggo. All of which are in this fight. Let's see whether Faker can get onto the backline. And for Junja, the target selection is going to be bigger for CFO. TP comes in.
This is a hard fight for T1. Fighting into the victor can be difficult, but luckily they have the Hex Gates to back them up. It's Carrier on the backside. CFO have spotted it, but it might not matter. Quick lockup. Faker there as well. They've isolated the Nico. Carrier in trouble. Burning, cut down by the ulti of the victor. CFO, good patience, good discipline. How many teams have been caught out by a flank like that? CFO just using it to get mid-prio to start this objective, good, but again, have to be careful. They don't have concrete information on where Doran is, and now it's Carrier on the flank. CFO, knock up from Driver.
Like 5 angles.
Faker and Guma ready to go. CFO, where are they going to go? They're going to start here. Instant ulti laid down by Honku. Doran off on the side for now, uncontested, but it's Owner who's in trouble. In the meantime, Kaiwing going in. The ball of damage coming in from Driver. It's Carrier on the back line with the 3-man knock-up. So damn patient. And CFO are getting sent packing. Retreating back to their side of the rift, but it might not be enough. Junja on the way out. Driver frontlining. Trying to buy space for the rest of the team as T1 take the fight.
And CFO have to abandon ship. Now pick up Faker.
Faker caught out. Shield of Daybreak. Double TP is now coming in to back up the play. It's going to be an all-out brawl on the top side. Faker living for an extra moment. Driver going to find the knock, but should finish the kill. But Doran is here, as is Doran. Double Doran. As Owner is here.
Jibber
on the way. Guma stepping up. Owner finds a nice initial bit of damage at the Chaos Storm. They need to back away. Rue going in. Doran caught out. Knock up there. A beautiful full channel on the decimating smash. And now they need to get the hell out. Owner living for a little bit extra time. Nice knock up on the Doggo. Those he oversteps. It's all eyes on Honku. He has to make the difference. But he's caught between 3 members of T1. It looked good for a brief moment, but T1 just outplaying in the fights.
And in the longer skirmish, T1 get the better of CFO. No dare. Despite it. Oh, Keria.
Keria locking up Junja. Driver trying to clear the wave. Owner on the chase. One becomes lightning. Junja forced to flash out. And this is the thing that's so scary about T1. So many teams would have just backed off after that play. He felt fine to start the Wolves, but T1 is still going for that little bit extra as now they're set up to take this tier 1 mid. Not the favorites. Many people favoring HLE above them, but the truth of this T1 lineup, almost regardless of the players who are playing on it, is that when it matters, they always manage to find that form.
They really do. For it in the regular split. That said, CFO definitely not out of it. Regaining control is a little bit tough in this scenario, though. Obviously, these choke points are very dangerous. This driver...
On a driver, a bit of free poke. Keria off to the side, really determined to take away that engage option. Keria getting lower and lower. Pop lost a little bit extra shielding, but Doggo manages to finish it. And all eyes, they've forgotten entirely about the Otacon. They're forced to pull back. Driver traded in the meantime. It's just the 1-for-1 support for a top laner. But now the re-engage. Faker finds his man, and Owner and Guma are there to follow. Doggo now. Doran locked up for a moment. They should be able to finish that one. They need to get the hell out. When becomes lightning, does not connect. T1 can't follow up. And Otacon is still alive, crucially, but Owner wants to push a little bit more. Take that level of coordination you really do get to see in the fights where they're so comfortable playing across multiple fronts. Honkyu, though, will break this tower. Doran there to respond and clear the wave. Dragon, the center of attention for both sides. Potential soul point for T1. CFO looking to deny it. Wave pushed in bot side, gonna force a response from Faker. They see him now, gives him a little bit more access to step up.
Doran on a deep flank, but he did get spotted. We see the pings go down. I think I want to try and collapse.
Doran waiting over the wall. Umbral Dash takes him out. But the wave cleared bot side. Just continuing to poke. Doggo with the red buff, pretty crucial. Honkyu continues to walk up. Owner ready to go in. Junja starting the fight all on his lonesome, but here comes Driver. The real Guma caught out. Pop Awesome to try to save the day, but it's too late. CFO winning the fight so far. Honkyu is so damn strong, and he's just taking over the fight. Doggo here as well. T1 thought they had the angle, but Driver and Junja together are doing work. T1
retaking control, but I don't think that they can do the cider, and they know they just want to stall, right?
But this is
run out this Baron.
Think about CFO being in this position. It makes it easy because T1 don't need to worry about anything else on the map. They don't have a good top wave to play around. No towers are under threat. T1 just keeping them here is taking away all that Baron time.
Kaiwing on the ward. On the ward.
Kaiwing wants to go extra tanky, but not tanky enough. Kaiwing lives for an extra moment. Now the fight's going to kick off. Pantheon comes down from the sky, but he's caught between Faker and Owner, and they make it look effortless. The Aegis Assault can't block an assault from both sides. And in goes Keria! CFO had all the tools, all the advantages, and in a blink of an eye, they just disappear.
T1, a single moment of weakness. Kaiwing goes down. And that they probably could have gotten away with, but CFO, T1, they're always going to throw down, as we see sometimes to their detriment.
Very true.
But this is what they do.
And you can see in the fights that CFO start on their terms, they look much more comfortable. But in the even fights, where it's about skirmishing, where it's about poking and prodding and trying to find those angles of attack, T1 showing their experience.
The TP.
It's a TP from behind. Junja not quite in a great position, might be caught out here. TP and Gravity Field to respond, but flash in from Faker. They want to take the mid laner out of the equation. Honkyu goes golden for a brief moment. Driver going to try to peel as best he can, but down goes the Victor as Keria grabs the kill. Resurrection coming in for Owner. All they got was the GA on the other front in the fight, and T1 feeling comfortable on the top side.
Could have been worse for CFO, as Honkyu does go down, but a GA plus a couple of summoners. Not the worst trade. It's about the aftermath. I think this initial play not too bad, but if they lose Driver as well.
Lock up again, the Scion falling.
Again!
And the play doesn't end when T1 are on the map.
One keep coming in from 15 million different angles at the same time as Baron is up. Both teams gravitating towards that.
T1 still steady and controlled around this objective, using the Nico clone as much as they can to face check into those brushes, getting mid-prio before they lay down their vision. It looks like reset's coming through, so a moment for CFO to try and get something. Ulti in to cancel. Good vision coverage. They just want to delete the support before the fight even starts. Keria running for his life. He's going to burn down. Ignite should just take him out. Kaiwing grabbing that one, but Faker's waiting over the wall. The bear dropped, but not on a crucial target. Honkyu and Driver not able to get into the fight, but the TP coming in. Doran going to flash to the side. He has to be the difference maker. Immediate ulti out. Doggo for now uncontested as the Timbers blocks as much damage as possible. Doran isolated on the side, but he's got the attention of two, and Owner's looking to take down Doggo.
And Doran might go down, but he did his job, stall. As one of the most dangerous members on CFO didn't get to join the fight. And Keria goes down. but the positioning that CFO put themselves in didn't do them any favors. The damage from Faker was enough, and now Baron started up here for T1.
They got Carrier. They got Dorn, but it doesn't look like it's enough. Kuma, Owner, Faker still standing strong. Quick stun onto Driver. Gravity Field will lock up Faker for a brief moment. Decimating Smash doesn't connect. Objective going to be soloed out by Owner, and a quick retreat as they manage to grab the Baron, and now CFO need to get the hell out. Unstoppable is the Scion, but Hongq is going to be in trouble. Has to flash away as the sun flies through the air. Faker layering the skills beautifully. Tibbers laid down, and down goes Hongq.
2-1, that might just be it. They're going to be able to get Driver as well. They have the Baron buff.
Carrier respawning. Able to find the CC. Driver zoned off. Recalls in the mid lane from Faker. He can TP right back if he needs to. Ulti down mid to try and clear, but in the blink of an eye, no opportunity to scale, no soul in this game. T1 poised to end it here. A brief glimmer of CFO hope, but that's all we got to see. Otherwise, total control from T1, even despite a few fights.
He's just unrelenting, Dracos, it's mean!
He just wants, he's never gonna get the chance to recall. And now Doran's here to finish the job! His ulti's back up! His ulti's back up! Go, Driver! Doran's just gonna keep chasing. I don't think he can finish channeling a recall. He can't! He just wants to go home, and T1 won't let it happen! It's body bag or no back! The gates! He's gonna do it!
Wait, but now he's back on Vision.
But it doesn't matter because the game is ending! Down comes the Pantheon. Junja involved in the fight, trying to isolate off to the side. Doggo still living, but it does not matter. T1 may have faltered, but they will not drop a game. They find the victory in game 1. Down the gauntlet in that 1-2. Priority picking their bot lane, not worried about the potential counter pick from the side of CFO. And CFO showing us something a little bit new. We're no stranger to Doggo's Lucian, but Kaiwing on this Nami, we've only seen it once before, this split. So need to see that level up, because this is tough. This is a really easy duo to fumble in the early game and have it all fall apart.
Whoever gets their head early in that matchup is going to be feeling great. Right, that's what it boils down to. If you miss a bubble on a hopping Kalista and get the stack to Ren, can be really rough. But if the Lucian pulls ahead, has his ultimate available to just blow.
Expected a recall to set the trap in the bush as Junja walks into Faker. Hongq now looking for the setup, trying to find a bit more damage. Flash forward, Faker flashing out, and first blood!
They're from Junja.
Doggo dash over the wall, face first into Dorn. Dorn running it down, he goes!
Feels like the second game in a row. But it was the objective fights where we really started to see...
Faker caught out, Q flash from Junja, instant bubble!
Objectives, as we all know.
Very true. Seeing if maybe he can sneak a kill if they get over eager. Owner level 6 here on the bottom side. Quick heal coming out. Faker on the way in. Good tidal wave to start, but Doggo doesn't really have any mana. Nice ulti coming in from Guma to reset the tower aggro. Doggo living for an extra second. Decent damage, and Owner now forced to flash away, but they got what they came for. Hongq here trying to extend the fight. Hoping to find the punish. Excellent handshake. Catches him in stealth, perfect from Carrier, caught up onto the side, wants a bit more damage. Junja, again, they're keeping the play going, the extra movement speed coming in from Kaiwing, they don't have the tidal wave, but they might not need it. Hongq on the chase. Carrier ready with the handshake to try and disengage. Faker looks like he will just be sacrificed here, bubble to follow. Junja gonna be donated the kill. Hongq taking it in the end with the pullback. And an excellent turn from the side of CFO. T1, the initial dive started well, but they used too many resources.
Drake taken as well. And unlike in the previous game, the team fight, I think, for T1, not a given. The last time around, they were very firmly in control, but that mid lane turret falling early as...
Owner caught out for a moment. Hongq! The burst damage is there, but Faker now wants to take down Kaiwing, but he might be the one who's in trouble. Flash forward, gets a little bit extra movement speed, but the phase rush isn't there, and Hongq grabs another T1. Try to get something back, but it just doesn't work.
He's breaking the vault!
And credit to CFO again. Top lane changed, but top lane isn't where the action is happening, although, as I say that, Carrier getting things kicked off. Q3 ready to go for rest. It doesn't look like he's going to have an easy way out of this. Was hoping to find the ulti, and he will at least be able to take Dorn over the wall. Nice healing coming in. Omnivamp on the ulti, but he gets away from the Pathmaker. That's the crucial skill. Rest back and can't cancel it early. Q3 taking some time. Dorn in trouble, but manages to get the shutdown. Hongq on the way. Doggo chasing as well. That's the calling. Guma in trouble. Knockdown there. Doggo! The electrocute Brock finishing it. CFO set up on Herald, and unfortunately T1 are just disastrously far behind. So now we look at scaling. We look at what does it look like as we go later into the game, and the answer is you have a Jax. You have a Rise and a Wukong. They're powerful tools, but CFO aren't going to give you an inch. Coling coming through. Clean combo again. Junja grabs the kill. And again, they're just making these side lane picks look so effortless.
Infernal Drake is spawning as
Ulti across the top. Hoping to find the jungle. Doggo doing decent damage, but has the cleanse, and it goes Honku! Multiple members locked up. It's only the clone owner managing to make it out. Guma has an extra lease on life, but it's not enough to bail out.
Doran? I don't think he can do enough by himself. He's arriving, but the room's already on fire!
But it's so hard when the enemy top laner is playing Cassante. When he can just dodge so much of the CC, but they're determined to try again. Recall going in from Faker. Q3 ready to go. Quick flash out from Rest. Manages to find the initial knockback. Pull back on the Wukong clone, but it doesn't matter. It's still the escape. Junja on the way in. Realm Warp. They need to get the hell out. Ballbreaker manages to catch him. Oh! In the midst of it, it's Junja Honku to follow. Absolute destruction for CFO.
It's a stomp, Dracos, in game number 2. T1. So often they make a play and you look at this, they can't keep getting away with this. Guess what? They didn't!
And it's the only time where ulting the clone is optimal. He's not in threat anymore.
As right there, Junja with the flash Q gets the Rise CC. The Realm Warp does not take T1 to safety, and as reinforcements arrives.
I heard a nice. Respectable nice is Doggo's still just going.
Carry a flash.
Double TP and T1 are trying to fight their way through this deficit, and it's not working out. Doggo already on the way out. Blast Cone on the way in. Kaiwing supporting for the backside with a bit more damage. Faker untouched, but it does not matter because it's Doran set to fall. Easy pickup for Doggo. Kaiwing still chasing. Q over the wall from Junja. Vaultbreaker to kick things off. The bubble hits! Kaiwing! Giving the kill over to Honku. Faker running, CFO unrelenting in their pressure as the double kill comes through the twofold hex. Rest chasing, owner falling, CFO running the rift.
That's going to be the inner falling. Nothing that T1 can do. Owner to somehow get a crazy steal here.
He's waiting.
There's just no shot, right? For T1 to hold on. As soon as Baron goes down, you're done.
CFO.
Just turn on to the Wukong CFO.
Willing to flip it, it would seem. How will they keep Owner from getting into the pit? Doggo, quick calling to chunk out Carrier. Massive chunks. The TP now goes in. It's Doran in the backside of the pit. They're starting to retreat. Doran with the stun. Will back out.
Love to see it. Look for the turn.
TP down, taking their time. Discipline, the name of the game here. Faker finds a quick lockup. Owner immediately goes in, but it's into JH coming over with the tidal wave as Honku goes golden. He's ready now to fire back. T1, one last desperate gambit, and Faker's the only man standing as Doran 2 will fall. CFO on the victory march to tie the series.
And the gambit, unsuccessful. CFO, they're not going to flip that Baron. Might take it now. Get the shove out, maybe get a top lane inhibitor for your troubles. Don't have to look for the end. There's no need. Get his objective. Get your free Baron, turn it into a soul point, start knocking down these other inhibitors, and despite an attempt from Faker, the flash, the turn, the stopwatch is there, and we see the immediate ult from Kaiwing as well to keep his team safe.
And the hits keep coming for T1 as our stats team is a little ruthless. This is the worst T1 gold deficit at 20 at an international. Minus 9K at 20 minutes. And the previous record was 2024 MSI versus BLG at minus 7.6.
Do they get this dragon? That'd be something.
T1.
They need to get out as well. That's the bigger issue.
Getting out is the hard part. Junja ready to go over the wall. They see objective bounty has been claimed, and now they're chasing.
Running.
T1 well grouped. Realm Warp not quite available, but they will be able to walk away, getting something back. A brief glimmer of hope.
All right, 2.5 minutes on the Rebel Baron power play for CFO. It's getting these inhibitors, truly denying T1 access, and looking at the item finishes, we are now at 4 items for Doggo to 2 for Guma. Faker still doesn't have any utility, just has a little bit of beefiness of the 2 tanky items, but they need damage. They need to be able to actually kill someone as Honku.
Big damage. T1 walk forward, immediate Q3 to pull back. Coming in from Rest. Honku off to the side. Quick use. The Seekers to keep Doran standing, but it looks like he'll fall as well. Doggo completely untouched. The base wide open. T1 pulling back. CFO, they've got the wallet diff. 15K in their favor. T1, there's no way they can hold this. Confidence. An incredible pace of game from CFO in game 2. One final stand for T1. Handshake connects. CFO gonna need just a few more seconds. The Nexus in their sights. CFO in a dominant game 2, tie the series.
And after game number 1, if you go and you come from Fiji, tell us, guys, CFO won a game. We wouldn't be surprised. It was a back and forth. There were a couple of key decisions. But if you would have told me that this is one of the most one-sided losses that T1 has ever seen, couldn't have seen that one coming, Dracos.
I didn't, but maybe the analyst desk did. Let's hear what they have to say.
We have Doran on one of his most consistent picks, and one of the few picks that can actually chew through the members on CFO. Obviously, in a theoretical world, eventually Senna does, but it takes so long. On the flip side, for CFO, it's mid-game, mid-game, mid-game. Turn that early bot lane oppressive matchup with the Caitlyn into some skirmishing. Not only that, they have also warded his own camp, so they will have a perfect timer of where the Zed is going to be at any point. And the cool thing is, even if you don't counter, what is going to happen is these two dudes are going to get as many pot shots on Carrier and on Guma. They're going to try and set up for a dive, because the map is split vertically towards the top side for T1, bot side for CFO. And mid lane is not looking any better, Dracos.
No, it is not looking hot at all. Maybe once the phase rush is there, it gets a bit easier, and obviously support for ganks. Good CC in that lane.
They need to hit 2
for Owner, but Junja on the way. Close, you can see bottom of your screen. Actually, they're pretty far away.
Ooh, sums are available, but heal was already used by Carrier.
Experience.
And yeah, if they were lower, maybe, but I think the dive would be a gamble. You do really need to stack up the Braum passive. Can do quickly with the auto resets on the Trundle.
Junja.
Still level 1.
No one here to cover. Carrier and Guma have to survive this. This would be disastrous. Junja starting to walk forward, lays down a little bit of damage initially. Nice flash backwards. Guma's been taken out the dive. Flawless thus far. Kaiwing about to fall. Carrier tries to trade back. It will be a 2-for-1 in the favor of CFO. But no one's here to grab this CS. It's an absolute disaster for T1. Lane. And I think it's important to remember that CFO have been, hold that thought as driver. Taking some risk there, but we'll be able to walk away. Extra sustain for the Cattles, making it good, but Doran! Driver just barely fast enough on the flash out to survive.
He has an item. That's a kill. And T1 maybe want to turn this into more. Don't find, or doesn't find Red of the ult.
Relatively low. Getting lower and lower. Now going in onto Junja. The Zed going over the wall. Junja trying to heal up as much as he can. Death mark there. Galio on the way in, but Junja might just be in trouble. He's getting chased down now by 2 members in the meantime. Gumayushi has to hold on because Honkyu is in the midst of 3, keeping the fight going, and it's Faker who's now in trouble trying to run away as the Galio. So far, the single kill. Carrier taken down. Faker forced to flash out. Honkyu on the chase.
They're caught. Swain, ultimate time's out though. Health bars are low.
Honkyu's pretty damn powerful. Healthy as well. Nice sidestep from Doran on multiple abilities. Wants to turn things back with his ultimate. Owner going in. Contempt for the weak, doing some damage. Not actually able to get the passive off, and it's all Doran, really. And this isn't where I expect it to be in the game 3, but it really is just Doran again. Last game it was Jax. This time around it's the Gwen making the difference in that fight to keep things close.
Something that I think T1 is going to hold on to. But for CFO, as long as you deny Owner access to the backline, that fight should look disgusting as Honkyu. No mana.
But he's out of mana. Doran making the fast play, hiding in the brush, waiting to collapse. Honkyu now in trouble, but the extra healing coming through might buy him an extra second. Doran trying to get fancy, but he misses! Honkyu!
Immediately, or somehow find a way to do with Honkyu.
He's going again.
Is this a replay?
Another ulti.
Round 2.
He manages to connect. This time Owner is here. Honkyu doesn't have ulti.
Oh, he is dead.
The entire team collapsing. Honkyu wants to try and clear the way, but Owner's on the way, and he should just fall here. Grass back is good. Senna ulti from across the map is a little bit of extra damage, but now it's the Herald being driven in bottom lane. They managed to find the kill. Honkyu down, but Faker needs to back away. The counterpunch from CFO is good, but a nice pick for T1.
Well, yeah, they get the kill, but at what cost? You're losing soul point.
Faker
will be fine, but the bot lane turret most certainly won't be, as the outer has already fallen. Inner imminent here as well. Free grubs for CFO as Doran.
Driver on the way up, knows that ulti isn't available, taking his sweet time. Body slams are hitting. Cooldown's gonna be incredibly low. Doran dashes over the wall, the quick flash to follow. Body slam and the kill, that cask. Cleanse, heal on the side of Carrier. Heal, exhaust for Kaiwing.
Towards a breaking point. Either T1 finally going to get
Doggo.
a teamfight wins. Doggo!
The hook lands! They bait the trap! It's well executed, but Doggo's still standing and he does so much work. Extra damage coming in. He now needs to retreat. He needs to get the hell out because it's double TPs. T1 smell blood in the water. T1 see an angle. They're desperate to take it. A solid retreat from the side of CFO. Doggo. Oh, overconfident, over-eager. Carrier. Well played.
I think they're going to have to pull. They need to get something out of this, right? T1 are going to try and turn this into maybe an Otacon fake out. Looking for a turn is my guess. Faker has his ultimate available. CFO, they're ready.
Doggo's not here. He's most of the gold lead when he's not in the area. It's so damn close. Driver already caught by the hook. Box going down. Faker on the way, and they manage to catch the Gragas. Driver now set to fall, but Honkyu's still standing. A hook connecting on the Swain. They can't kill him. Keep going forward, but they can't finish the job. Honkyu's standing. He needs to retreat, but he needs to keep the ult going, so he's going to flash forward. Honkyu full committing. He gets his life. Doggo is here, just in time. The final moments of Honkyu's life given to get the AD carry into the fight, and now they have to be careful, Owner. You need to make this deal happen.
He has vision!
Going over the wall. Just a bit of poke. Owner knows if he overcommits, he won't be able to steal the objective. 50-50, the coin flip, and CFO bet on themselves. Lantern laid down. Owner does not want to take the risk. It's Otacon to CFO.
Carry out. Takes the hit. Otacon goes to CFO. But the resets will come through for the Dragon. As we take a look, obviously this starts with the most fat member on CFO not being in the fight, but this early on the base damages are still a big deal. And you can see T1 wanting to try and push as hard as they can. They don't have the damage to kill this Swain. Honkyu realizes this, goes back in, and eventually they will take him down, but the cost is massive because Doggo arrives, quickly picks up 2 free kills. Another double kill for the man. And now T1, so much use there. And this fight, they can't afford to not take.
And credit to T1, they did manage to find a solid fight, but ultimately CFO were simply too far ahead and managed to buy just enough time for Doggo to get there. Now, have to walk into the brush here. You can see Faker taking big chunks of damage. Doggo ready to lay down just another trap. Carrier was good with the hooks previously. And that chaotic melee, Thresh can do a lot of work, but this time CFO not looking to give them that edge. Gumayushi caught out, Cleanse used, but as is Kaiwing's ultimate.
It's not a bad trade for T1. If Guma can stay safe, does have his flash available, but T1 still no access on the river.
Celestial opposition popped though by the Vision of Empire from Honkyu. That's going to mean Carry is much squishier. Doran poking, prodding, looking over the wall. Soul on the line. For T1, it's just the first Drake, but for CFO, could be the backbreaker. Owner ready.
Doran's 2 levels down.
No flash for the Zed though. Trap connects. Doggo can't quite get into range. Faker off to the side. Faker with the flank. Is it going enough? Ulti's now coming out instantly into the back line. Looking for a bit of follow-up. Owner still standing for repo, but he gets hit by the trap! And down he goes! The double kill! Domination! In game 3 from CFO! It's Doggo's time to shine! The Penta is there! Doggo! In the face of the reigning world champions! Stands tall!
On the blind trundle.
He's got the blind trundle card. Owner going to steal, at the very least, the blue buff. CFO, again, on track for a dominant win. Doggo, now fearless. 3rd ever pentakill, finds it against T1 on an international stage in an even series. Are you kidding me? How could he not be?
T1 is overgrouping, right? That's why Doran is still level 14. They need to respond. Might be goaded into another fight, but obviously CFO happy to take that.
T1, again, feel like they have to contest. 10K, they managed to find the hook. Carry a cut out before the fight even starts. Owner has to be the difference maker. They need a steal. Faker moving in, taunt multiple, but again, Doggo is untouched. The back line untouched, and the front line is too damn tanky. Another ulti.
They
Owner
can't cut
flashing.
For the beefcakes. There's too many.
Owner praying for an angle into the back line. A single moment where CFO forget or make a misstep. We saw them in game 1. But it's starting to feel more and more impossible.
Really does. 6K gold lead. The hooks not quite finding the mark. Guma still not getting close to the stack, but maybe 80. It's where we can start seeing him have a little bit of an impact in the fight. A 3rd item, but
Doran splitting.
It's
wants
something.
to get something back.
They got the bounty.
Forces the response.
Will make his way out.
Yeah, broken open now. Doran finds a way to escape. One inhibitor down, bot lane likely to fall as well.
And it goes back to what we were talking about in game number 2. As long as CFO don't give an objective flip to T1, T1 is just going to be confined to their base. CFO run the map as carrier. That's the flash!
Forced out.
They might look for the end here, Dracos.
Doggo's still standing. He's the one that matters, but don't get me wrong. Hongq powerful as well. Doggo isolated for a moment. Faker tries to find the angle, but they backstep perfectly. Hongq ready to deny any potential engage. Lockup is already there on the owner. He's not able to get anything done. Ready to go in. Finds Doggo. Finds the death mark. Shield across the top. Doggo still standing. The death mark. Not enough. And in the back line of the base, it's Hongq continuing to run rampant. Doran doing everything he can. A few snips, but not nearly enough to cut down CFO. Domination again in back-to-back games as CFO move on to match points.
And 2 games in a row now, CFO is just straight up better. T1, they gotta get through the laning phase first.
And Hongq's first Cassio ever. Again, betting on himself. The confidence there, already pulled out to Swain, has already shown us so much, but you highlighted the Jarvan. The potential for Owner in this early game to take over off a few early ganks and punish those immobile carries.
Gonna have to find a decent amount of early impact. Owner, thus far, not able to showcase both the skirmishing power as well as his ganking prowess that T1 heavily relied upon in particularly early to mid part of spring. For CFO, they're chilling, right? Even if
Faker
gets on top of you, Hongq.
Sidestep, good flash out. Faker in trouble, ticking, but he won't fall yet. Owner, EQ flash, keeping it going. Faker standing on the edge, hoping to be a Hongq back, and it's first blood for T1. Should be, and this is exactly what you need from a Jarvan. The timing. Hongq
Just
saw it, thought he could outplay. Overconfident or didn't see.
I think it's just as Faker was going to go in for a trade, he sees Owner shows up. She's like, my guess he's playing for the kill, knowing that actually getting out is going to be tough.
Topside now.
Trying to make a sideline impact. Rest.
Stunned there. Doran starting to burn Rest down. Rest living for an extra second. Flash out. T1.
Hard for him to actually get the hook.
Connects Carrier, not ready this time around. Ignite already ticking. Damage coming through. Carrier forced to flash out. CFO trying to make the fast play. Had the opportunity for a recall, but instead opting to stick around.
And Guma not running the lethal tempo.
Connecting. Damage there. Cooldowns there, forcing flash and barrier.
And what a win there for the bot lane of CFO. Again, this time in the 2v2, Kaiwing almost leisurely throws out the hook, finds Guma.
Arrow. Doggo has to be careful though. He has cleanse. He doesn't have barrier. Hongq solid trade, but Faker managed to sidestep all the poison, so the extra damage not coming in. And Hongq just continues to trade aggressively. Owner on the way forward. Rinse and repeat on this gank. Sidestep from Hongq has to be good, and he just doesn't have the movement speed. Owner moving up. They don't quite finish it though. Can't afford to go into the tower. And Hongq firing back. Gets the kill. Faker goes in and makes it a 1-for-1. But T1 again over eager. They're keeping the pace in their favor. They're keeping the gold in their favor, but a small fumble.
I think they have to though, because you do have to make sure that Faker gets the catch up in this lane, right? So trading the 1-for-1, I think in this instance is worth it.
A bit behind in terms of overall XP because of the previous play, and Carrier in a good position to force a dive. Guma no 6 though.
Rest does have his ultimate available, so he can actually buffer that, get a good amount of invulnerability to CC, and Guma.
The observer's teasing us.
I don't think he's going to hit 6. I don't know without 6 if they can do this. They need a third
potential
member.
Hex flash over the wall.
They need someone else. Or their reinforcements.
Hex flash in, wall, trying to make sure that he can't get out. A quick burn down, and down goes Rest. Instantaneous dive. CFO now forced to respond, but Faker on the way. Waiting over the wall, waiting for them to pull the triggers. Junja's going to find Faker. Faker forced to trade, has a Skarner ultimate of his own. Ulties might just get traded out, but Kaiwing now here to follow. Faker caught out, has an ult, steals away the Impale, manages to catch 3, but there's no follow-up there, and down goes Faker. And Doran, again, the strongest point on the map for T1 in terms at least of an individual gold. It was Faker who used what little advantage he had from that early kill to set Doran up for success. And now Rest put incredibly far behind, 20 CS down. This game very unplayable for the Ambessa at this stage. Just has to catch waves, and T1, while Doran can't just TP face in front, with the Ambessa.
Look at Owner's ult.
We'll get first move.
Can they get the top laners into this fight as well? There's Doran, deep TP.
Flash ult available for Honkyu. The Cassio, the potential to turn. Initial hook, locked down onto Carrier, trying to start the fight, but Owner immediately starts as well. Ulti over the wall from Doran. It's Doran showing up in the clutch, in the moment, finding the angle, as finally the curtain call comes out, but the curtains have already closed on CFO in this fight. It's with the Fnatic jersey, so there's their shout out.
It's Junja. Maybe an angle on Doran.
Ready to go, immediate ulti, the combo now coming through, trying to burn through Owner before he can get the ulti down. He just barely manages to get it up, but it's not where he needs it. CFO, quick shutdown, finding an angle now at Faker, who might be in trouble. Ulti going across, but Owner is here to respond, and they're looking to turn it back. A good ulti coming in from Honkyu, but he gets cut down where he stands.
The T1 gonna be happy with that trade. Unless Carrier also goes down, because yes, Doran dies. Oh, Carrier.
Let's repeat, nice dash out to a minion. Ulti, but only hits a creep. Trying to zone them away from the tower. Junja's tanking. And Faker, in the meantime, breaks down that top lane. Tier 1, it's almost 4,000 gold in the lead for T1.
Guma?
Doggo ulting, but Guma's just going to walk it in the E, the sidestep. Q connecting as well.
You know, with the Rumble, they need to be careful about the backline, though. Guma, even though he has sums available, if Rest gets on top of him, might still be in some serious trouble. And he is the most fed member.
Oh, Mega Blast Cone.
On
vision there.
T1 is Guma. Should be okay here.
Nice use of the banner coming in from Owner, giving them that bit of extra vision. This carry is on the hunt. T1 exercising control.
Slow and steady.
Restraint. They know they have mid prio easy with this Varus.
He's big.
He's very big.
Level up, although not that much. Second item done. Swifties with feats as well. Drake has started. TP already coming in. Doran needs the base first. Will TP now.
Ulti from Honkyu. Big to watch. The ulti from Carrier, arguably even more important. T1 immediately go in, knowing they have the man advantage for a brief moment in time. They're going to get the dragon and now look at the fall, but Honkyu over the wall. It's a perfect ulti, but I don't think he has the damage quite yet. Trying to burn through Guma, but the exhaust is perfectly placed, and T1 obliterates CFO.
But CFO, they're a little early with Rest. He arrives in time, but T1 still get the numbers advantage thanks to the ult from Carrier. And now Doggo, not long for this world.
Rest trying to get something back, hoping to find these shutdowns. Carrier takes him out of range of his own tower. Doran living.
Doran donates his life.
Rest really can't afford to walk in. The objectives are getting shredded. Honkyu trying to make good into the side lane, ready to backstep a Faker, tries to turn it, and he manages to get it. Faker still stepping up, goes through. Honkyu gonna turn it back, Faker!
Just got gapped. Maybe he can back and then make his way
now free-firing. Ulti into the midst of the entire team. They're now trying to turn. Rest into the midst of it. It's an entire flip, and who's gonna grab it in the end? Are you kidding me? The objective bounty claim T1! It is the GOAT who throws it away, who goes in when he does not need to.
Guma looking for an extra kill, will not find it.
CFO making sure they keep vision in the area. 14 seconds to that crucial objective. T1 approaching soul point, armor penetration there for Guma.
A lot of damage here on the poke.
CFO desperately trying to find a way back in, hoping for another good fight.
And Junja doesn't have flash, so Carrier should be easier for him. T1 though, they can play this slow. Just keep poking and prodding away. Rest's gonna try and look for backline access on the flank.
Guma with 3 items relative to the opposition, one of the strongest players in this team. Junja taking a big chunk. Lock up there. They're gonna try and delete the jungler instantly. Honkyu's ulti doesn't connect on anybody, but in the meantime, it's Ambessa in the backside, trying to delete Guma. Guma in trouble. Guma down. But T1 holding on to hope, holding on to the fight. They have the man advantage. It's a 2-for-1 thus far. Doggo alive. Honkyu alive. The damage is there. Damage traded back onto Kaiwing. In goes Carrier. Doran to follow. Honkyu trying to burn as quickly as he can. The root not gonna connect. T1 better in the exchange. Faker. Full confidence. Curtains called. Doggo has to back away. Owner
still going.
Ready. Flag. Drag. Doggo back into the tower. Doran going golden. Honkyu trying to turn it to miasma, stopping Doran from getting out. The Hex Flash going. Carrier 3-2 down. Faker once more. Tries to go in. Backstep. Turning forward.
The miasma.
Tanking. Carrier moving in. He has a big shield and down he goes.
I don't know if that's worth though. The dragon is up. We'll have to see if T1 can still make a play towards it. It looks like they're definitely going to get this turret if Faker and Carrier can get out.
As
on
the
Leandris,
Seekers as well.
as the Seekers. So even if Owner finds an ult, that might not be enough.
T1 denying as much as they can, taking as much space as they can. Scuttlecrab down does give CFO relative comfort to step up. Doran taking the Mega Blast Cone. A little bit of poke going over the wall. 8K. Doggo gets to open the fight with the curtain call. Carrier fishing, and he manages to find the ult. CFO
Junja's there.
hesitating for a moment. Junja wants to flip it. Ready to risk the 50-50. Carrier trying to zone him away. 3K. Good diligence coming in. And they're going in for it. They manage to find the ulti bio. Faker is taking his corner ulti of his own, and it's Rest off on the side lane. Honky living for a moment, but Owner wants to make the difference. Cassio goes golden. Rest in the back line. Mbessa. Junja. They're making it happen. T1 taken down in the pit.
T1 gets obliterated by CFO. They get the dragon. It push. Something else. There isn't a Baron on the map, obviously, but this is only the second Drake if CFO do get it, so I wouldn't be surprised to see T1 play fully for the fight, not necessarily to actually get this objective. Faker sitting on an impale right now, but is spotted by Rest. Rest, by the way, was looking for that flank. If he can get on top of Guma again.
2.7, getting lower. Objective taken. T1 know that they don't have to overcommit for it. It's Faker on the side. Faker finding Rest. It's a big start to the fight. Junja realizes this is not the angle they can go for. Pick to start, but Doran wants more. T1 hungry for the chase.
Burn.
Rapid retreat from CFO, but T1 still chasing.
There's no turret. Faker's going to keep on chasing.
Big cone massive. This might just be. Flash forward. Ulti Doggo flashing out. Faker looking for the angle. Stealing away the Nautilus ulti. Will lock up Doggo, but they don't quite have the follow-up. It's going to be Kai Wing to drop. They will take him down. Good kills to the side of T1. They don't get the Drake, but they put the gold back in their favor.
They can't push though, with Honku still alive. Same for the Jin.
But again, it's the slimmest of margins. The flash now gone for Doggo in the next fight. Yes, he has cleanse, but it's not going to do anything against the Flag and Drag. It's not going to do anything against the ultimate of the Jarvan.
It's Faker that finds the pick. 45 seconds on the Baron.
Junja looking for Faker. Goes golden, but Honku lays down the miasma, and Faker's got nowhere left to go. Tries to turn it back. Stealing away ulti. Stunned up. T1! Are they going to keep going? It's cost them so many times. Is this the right fight? They have to be asking themselves, but they don't even hesitate. They go in. They find their man. T1 keep going. They will not relent.
Just be careful. Rest is on his way. Could play it slow as well, but
no flash for Owner, no flash for Carrier, although hard to tell with the exhaust heal. Might have it available in a few seconds after he does drop it mid-fight. Junja not having flash makes it pretty easy to knock him out of the pit. You highlighted it before. A vulnerable target for the Poppy. Ultimate as Junja starts to go in onto Guma. Smite. The ulti completely whiffs. And T1 see that as their sign to kick the fight off. Guma Yushi's ultimate managing to land. But it's Rest into the backside. Guma immediately. The exhaust coming in from Carrier. It's clutch. But the rest of the fight falling apart for the side of T1. Doran has to make the difference. Doran has to burn them down. But it's Carrier! He finds the angle to send them packing. Honku still going. An ulti, knocked back into the wall. The Cassio still going. Doran trying to burn him, trying to take him out. It's Guma to follow. Going golden. An extra moment, but Honku drops T1. Willing to trade blood for silver, giving everything they have to go to game 5. Rest running.
So this is flash. T1 know that they can't really do the objective and good conscious about their jungler.
Yes, TP, but there's one good ward behind. Potentially an angle to flank near the Wolves.
I think T1 are going to play for the fight again. Oh, that's 6K. A deep flank.
Ulti across the team. Honku waiting over the wall. 2K willing to flip it, and they manage to get the chem deck. Drake 3-3 across the board,
Faker.
But T1 now on the fight. Rest off to the side. Faker trying to find the lockup. Doggo for now completely untouched. Ulti stolen away, but he manages to sidestep. Rest still going, doing everything that he possibly can, but it's already down for Junja. Faker finding the kill, going in onto Doggo. He gets another 3 down for CFO at TP mid. They need this to be the final fight. They need to execute CFO here. They need to take it to game 5. Honku falling, desperate to turn it back, but look at his damage on the way in. The interrupt on the Flag and Drag. Honku gets an extra second. Carrier knocked up. Honku still just raining down damage. Only 18. The Flag and Drag coming up. He goes down. Guma out of nowhere finishes the kill.
And we are going to game number 5, Dracos. The CFO, despite their most valiant efforts, can't actually take down T1 in the 4th game. They're gonna have side selection.
It's time for Silver Scrapes. T1, hold on. In the face of defeat, they bring us to Silver Scrapes. One game left. And what else is there to say? 4th silver scrapes at this MSI. Let's send it over to the desk.
Today's series has played out, should come as no surprise. So to summarize, top lane prio definitely there for T1. Rest just looking to absorb the blow. Mid jungle, the setup isn't great, but if you can start getting ahead early, this clear speed of the Zyra obviously really tough to deal with. And then bot lane, the laning matchup is favored, but no one should be dying in that 2v2.
It's a lot to deal with. A little bit of damage onto Faker. They don't quite want to commit for anything else, but Faker doing what he can to weather the storm here as Kaiwing and Doggo.
This is what we were talking about. It's just the range advantage. Just, you know, Honkyu is looking, but Faker actually getting a good amount of free poke there. Shields down now. Rocket jump is available, but he can't do it with the turret the way it is.
Ready to wrap around in the mid lane. Meanwhile, on the top side, Rest! Taken down by Doran. Stating for the side of CFO, just able to grab that aggro.
On the way.
Now here comes Carrier, but Honkyu's on the way here too.
He has smites!
Carrier in the midst of the team. Carrier with a smite ready to go. And then the end of the day, it's a different support. It's Kaiwing. Supports across the board. Kaiwing escaping. Google flashes. He can't finish it. We know the dream situation for the Zyra that you have to fight into her.
Honka's like, not again. Doesn't even have smite. Doesn't matter.
Wants to get it. Junja now on the way. Honkyu on the way. Carrier only level 5. Can't save the day, but they're looking for a little bit more. Honkyu goes right in and is going to try to take down Owner. It's a solid ult to kick things off. Owner going to fall. Goes over the wall. Satchel charge. Just barely lives. And they managed to get all the grubs. Gold close. T1 slightly ahead. Krugs spots them with the sweeper. Kaiwing goes in, doesn't find his target, and now they're forced to back away. Honkyu. Faker! Push back. Flashes out of safety. Faker now on the chase. Flash of his own. One more auto will seal the deal. One more auto and he gets it! Redemption for the first few games. Faker finds his form in game 5, the laning phase.
Why?
Another back
Zyra
canceled.
isn't even ahead.
And you're starting to see the cracks in the armor. CFO.
Guma?
So many explosive early games as Guma. Calls out Junja, good initial route, ulti to follow, so much damage now into the Jinx. Junja can't quite follow it up at a big chunk. Carry immediately sprinting up to the top side, knowing he needs to be there to defend his AD carry. Ghost burned.
Guma
Flash now up for Guma.
I don't think he can. Reinforcements are on the way though, and
Junja has to be careful.
Might be trying to play a little greedy here as Carrier.
Ulti, flash over the wall coming in from Junja, sees the Tom Kench, but in comes the Rakan just in time. Guma playing on the edge, however. Devour there to keep Owner standing. Doggo wants to finish that kill, but they can't get anything. And the wave now deleted. They're likely to tank this. Knockup coming in from the Tom Kench. Doggo still going forward. Ulti coming from Jinx. Doggo finds the first kill. Honkyu ready to go over the wall. Feathers fly.
Put some resources into Doggo. Definitely a good call there from the LCP representatives.
Certainly helps out. Again, range is the big issue. How do you get in range? Some defensive tools of your own. It's not like T1 have the greatest engage options, but if Jinx can keep you at arm's length, it might not matter as Kaiwing spots Carrier. Carrier pretty damn tanky, and Faker hungry for blood on that top side. Didn't hesitate to go on in the last game, won't hesitate to do it again here.
Ulting for tempo is Rest.
Rest looking for the angle, but it's just not enough. Down he goes. The feat of warfare, the rocket. Not going to connect. T1 starting to run away with it. CFO.
Carrier has exhaust available.
Looking for the return play. Well highlighted. Lock it too. I don't think there's a dive angle here, but CFO are desperate to find something. Junja's damage is okay, but
he does have the Leandries. I feel like they're pressed into this. On the other end of the map, Owner's taking Dragon. Doran is just pushing. They gotta try.
CFO, they need this to work. Taking their time. Junja, good lockup. Ulti going down. Carrier staying next to Faker. Faker not gonna get caught though.
They can't.
They get nothing.
They lose the first turret. Reinforcements arrive. And CFO see T1 take a great trade now.
Stone Cold unfazed. CFO still pushing. Carrier ready to go. Doggo walking forward, and Carrier's there. He sees the play coming. Doggo goes up, comes right back down. Feathers fold back. They can't quite finish Carrier. Doggo exhausted, and down he goes. Carrier still standing. His Doran is there right in time. It's a TP in, but it's too damn late. Honkyu wants something back, but Owner will not let him have it. T1. An incredible fight, and it's starting to feel like there's nothing left in game 5 for CFO.
And as the arena erupts, the pressure is relentless. Topside turret falls.
the Poppy game, so many incredible moments. It's hard to replicate that on Tom Kench, but he was exactly where he needed to be. The exhaust,
it's the engage Kench, man.
Perfectly timed to keep Faker standing.
Oh, CFO though, they're not going to give up.
Certainly aren't. Lock up there. Ulti going in onto Faker. Faker likely to get taken down.
That's
will live.
one!
Big shutdown, but in the meantime, the rest of the map falling apart. Rest in trouble as Owner goes 1v1 versus the Ornn. And Doran still just keeps pushing these waves forward. Rest using the unsealed heal. Trying to do what he can, but there's 2 towers being assaulted. CFO, they're finding 1 or 2 kills back, but look at the difference in gold. 5,000 in the favor of T1. They can play team deathmatch all they want, but T1 are playing the entire map.
And yes, we see the bounty. It's going to be picked up here by Hongq, most likely with the E. Although, he might be paying because Junja's looking to get ahead of the play, looking to get ahead of the punish. Maybe just trying to execute, but I don't know if that's going to happen with the Jace. Same for Hongq, but he's stuck, Dracos.
That he is. Junja also caught out. He gets taken down.
He gets the execute.
The execute crucial. They're trying to donate the kill. They give it to Faker.
That's available here.
It's also incredibly difficult because the exhausts that are coming in from having double summoner spellbook just make it so easy. If anyone does even manage to pop off, is CFO.
Should be able to get the bounty. It's about the exit here, Dracos.
T1 playing for the kills. 2.3k. Where's the objective going to go? 1600 Dragon getting lower. Ornn called. Owner trying to retreat. Hongq into the back line. The rest of CFO a little bit split. Faker about to fall, but Faker remains standing. Crucially, carried in the midst of the team. Feathers ready to go. T1 continue to advance anyway. Unconcerned. Doggo pulls the Feathers back. Finds the root.
He's behind them.
Owner ready to go. Shockwave connecting on a Junja, getting down whatever damage he can. Owner playing with his food, keeping him slow to Shock Blast. Massive damage. The ulti! He slides, he glides, he finds the angle, and carry is not done.
Buddy, calm down. He's in the base!
Zone, but again, the range. We don't even know how they walk up into this team. Even without the Tom Kench, these fights would be hard as Doggo loses so much of his HP.
There's the turn.
CFO determined to try and find the fight, looking for the lockup on the carry. It's Torn who's been exhausted. Torn in the midst of the team. They're trying to burn through this Jace and get that shutdown as quick as they can, but the shockwave is good. The reset is there. Guma's damn well getting excited even as the feathers fly. The knockback from Hongq was decent. They're trying to hold on, but T1, they want to end it quick.
They just don't have the money. They don't have the stats, they don't have the items. Donor is just standing there leisurely tanking the turret, and Doggo trying to hold on.
There's nowhere for him to go. His base is falling to pieces. The fountain, the last bastion of safety in this game 5. T1 only 23 minutes in.
No, not like this, Dracos. 3 seconds, I don't think they can actually end. Junja on his way.
Doggo dead.
Maybe a TP angle, but the people of TP not alive just yet. Right, it's why we always talk about when you get to this point, you just don't have the items to take anyone down unless they massively overstep. In T1, they've been playing pretty deliberate as I say that. Faker will be found here by Rest. Has his own ornament now.
3 members of T1 waiting over the wall, and it was a trap. Baited beautifully all along. T1. The wave on bot side might be the final. Double 80 carries Kaiwing. Carrier, unafraid, unthreatened.
The magic was so close here in Vancouver, but it looks like reality has set in. Draco says the Nexus is about to fall.
T1 sending a reminder, you might take 1 game, you might take 2, but you are not taking the series. The world champs reigning will move on in the upper bracket.
And to me, what summarizes this series is right, the faces of Junja and Hongq. Do they look devastated that they lost? Yes, but also smiles because they know that series was something special. T1, as a reminder, blew through the LCK, road to MSI. We're unmatched. Obviously, we were denied the match 2. Genji, that rematch, who knows how it might have gone. But both Homa Life and KT fell swiftly. CFO, not so much.
Definitely not a valiant effort, but T1 better on the day, rallied, found their form when it mattered most. Doran in that final game, one-man wrecking crew. We knew the matchup would be hard, but he made it impossible.
Obviously, it's kind of the opposite. coming in as the heavy favorites. Most predictions would be 3-0, a cautious 3-1.